All right. We are live. We are live. I'm talking to my IU graduate friend. He says Indiana will pick basketball eventually. I agree. Yeah. Once they get beat by Purdue and us, they'll pick basketball. Come on in, guys. I'm sitting here talking to an IU grad friend of mine, uh, talking about basketball and football at Indiana. Yes. All right. Come on in. What's going on? Basketball, football, people getting fired, hired. Oh man, what's going on, Wildcat Woo? What's up, man? I was just talking to an Indiana friend of mine who's an Indiana grad. He says that Indiana will pick basketball over football eventually. I agree. Yeah, he's big time donor, so yeah, he would know. So their football days are limited, but they're doing good in football. They're having a good year, so they're all happy. So hey, man, what's going on? Did everybody watch Midnight Madness? If you're in here, did you watch? Yeah, Midnight Madness. There wasn't much to it. You know, I liked who did I like? Jelovic. I like Jelovic shooting in that game. That's the only thing I got out of the thing was him in a 3-point contest. I didn't get anything out of it other than that. Uh, but yeah, what's going on? Notifications have gone out. Hopefully, some people will come in, and we are a 12.5 point underdog to Texas, which is no, it's not that bad. That's less than I thought it would be. Yep. So here. No, man. No, what's going on? Everybody's coming in. We'll just wait for everybody to get in here. We could talk about whatever you guys got. Basketball, football. We got basketball Friday, and thoughts on Franklin. It doesn't. You know how many people are going to get fired, man? You know how many SEC coaches are going to get fired? About 5 or 6. I mean, if they don't fire Hugh Freeze, I mean, goddamn, Hugh Freeze. I mean, people dog us out. If you look at our records in this decade, there's about 5 teams with a worse record than we have. But yeah, no, it didn't surprise me. They must have had, they must have wanted a coordinator to take over. But what's up, Jackson? What's going on, man? Now we ain't getting James Franklin, brother. We can't afford him. He'll go somewhere, but he'll sit out for a while. And yeah, he's not that cool of a dude anyway, to be honest with you. I mean, he's kind of a jerk. Maybe that's what we need. I don't know. What's going on? No. But no, Franklin, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. There'll be a lot of people fired. Uh, South Carolina's coach, Beamer will get fired. Napier may get, there'll be so many people fired. We'll have so many, just wait till everybody gets fired. Uh, but no, man, nothing's going on, man. Just did anybody watch Big Blue Madness? I thought that was a waste of time, except for Jelovic shooting. I enjoyed watching that dude from Serbia can shoot, or Bosnia or whatever I said. Oh, a work message. I'm sorry, guys. I don't even know what that is. Uh-oh. Oh, there's something big going on in the world at the airport here. I'm sorry, guys. Talk amongst yourself for a second. Oh, no, it's nothing. Okay, nothing. Oh, something's going on at the airport. I'm not on duty. Somebody's just telling me. I'm looking at the run car. Oh, man. Okay, so sorry, guys. I was looking at somebody. As soon as I get on here, work. Why do they bother me? Don't bother me at home. I'm trying to do basketball here. Basketball. What everybody think? Huh? Everybody, that was kind of boring to me, but, that's just me. Looks like Texas is getting it right. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, anybody can get it right when you get 4 turnovers and Mateer threw 3 interceptions. I mean, they're not necessarily getting it right if you look at their total yards. They had 188 passing. I mean, he had 1 touchdown. They had 158 rushing. I mean, they got a huge offensive line and a huge defensive line. Like, they just look massive. So I mean, look, Oklahoma gave them the ball 4 times. So like we said, in this league, you ain't gonna give somebody 4 turnovers and think you're gonna beat them. But yeah, I think Big Blue Madness experience is better in person. I agree, Jackson. Yes, it's no fun to watch on uh, the dunk contest. And yeah, I mean, yeah. So the blue-white scrimmage is this Friday, and we will do it right here because I have ESPN Plus. So I'll put my tablet up here, and I'll give you some highlights from the. It's supposed to be a real scrimmage. They're supposed to split the team up. It's supposed to be a real game with referees. So, and then we'll do that's Friday night, and then we'll do Texas Saturday night. I saw the game is at 6 Central, 7 Eastern, and maybe we can give Texas a run for their money. They didn't look all that good, but. Yep. I mean, Texas did good, but Oklahoma helped them out. I mean, what about Georgia? Georgia, man, Georgia, man, Auburn. What is that? What is up with Auburn? Now, Auburn only scored 10 points on Georgia, guys. Did you catch that? They only scored 10. We scored 14. They scored 10. So they're going to have to fire their offensive coordinator. Remember, that's the deal here. They didn't score. Yeah, South Carolina got beat. I mean, there were some good games yesterday. Tennessee, I thought, man, they barely hung on. Their defense is, I know why it's ranked 78th. Anyway, Jackson, even though we haven't been playing well, yes, I think there'll be a big crowd. Why not? You know, it's Arch Manning, it's Texas. I mean, look, they got a solid defense. Texas does. Yeah, we'll see if we can run on them. I mean, we're not going to do it. Their quarterback was awful, Oklahoma. He just, in the second half, they just abandoned the run, and the quarterback was just running around back there, and he would just throw it up in the air, and he threw three interceptions. Yeah. I mean, and then they had another turnover. So, yeah, if we turn the ball over 4 or 5 times, we'll get beat just like they did. Oh my goodness! But anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens on that game. We'll see what happens. But yeah, there's going to be There's going to be several coaches. There's going to be coaches fired everywhere. SEC, Big Ten will fire some more coaches. Maybe so many coaches fired. You know, yeah, if you have one bad year, James Franklin, like, okay, the dude had one bad year. They were 3-3. Okay, pay him his money. I think his buyout was only $10 million because they got to the end of it. But yeah, I mean, that's the new deal, man. It's multi-million-dollar corporations now. If you don't produce in the first year, well, unless you're Hugh Freeze, or if you're Florida, if you're in the good old boy network like Auburn and Florida, then your coach can lose. Like Hugh Freeze, 0-3 in the SEC. Paul Finebaum this morning said he's on thin ice about Hugh Freeze. Didn't even put him on a hot. I was like, I ain't on the hot seat. Goddamn, how many winning records in a row do you have to get fired from Auburn? Ridiculous. What's up, TJ? And Texas win one of those 2 games. Yeah. Well, Tennessee's got a bad defense. Man, they give up a lot of points. Yeah, so one's got a better defense and one's got a better offense. Tennessee's got a better offense. Texas got a better defense. Pick your poison. Yeah. So hopefully we can get one of them. Yep, hopefully we can get one of those games. Texas is coming off a hard. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, they didn't play great. They just got 4 turnovers. They just threw the ball 3 times. I mean, I don't know what Oklahoma was doing in the second half. Once they got down on a couple of scores, they just abandoned the run and just started throwing the ball up in the air and running around. Yeah, maybe they do overlook us. Man, their offensive line is massive. I look at it, their defensive line. Man, they got an expensive roster. They better start winning some games. Yeah, they better start winning some games. Yes, Texas can't afford to lose anything else. So we'll see what they do, and we'll see what happens. Auburn Auburn, man. God dang, Hugh Freeze. I don't know what the hell he did. Yeah, I mean, look, that might have been a bad call on the goal line. Maybe he scored, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Looks like he scored. The SEC, they protect all the teams. They protect who they want to protect. So. But no, yeah, the Auburn Georgia game was weird. The South Carolina game was weird. They lost. Tennessee game was weird for a while. So it was just a weird. Anybody can beat anybody. You think, But I certainly thought Georgia was dead. But I knew that Georgia was going to come back and win. What's up, John? I want a coach that pays the refs like her. Well, I I don't know if he pays the refs, but they reviewed it. I mean, that's like they did to us. What was in Georgia? Whenever whenever it was 14-7, and we were driving down the field, and the dude clearly caught the ball, and rolled over and was on the ground for about 2 seconds. I mean, they just overrule it. I mean, the thing that gets me is these referees. They didn't even make a call. Like on the fumble on the goal line, Georgia, nobody signaled anything. They just blew the whistle. Well, who signaled? Is it a touchdown or is it not? They just wait for a replay. That's what replay sometimes is a bad thing. Either you call it right or you call it wrong. Whatever you call it, there's no reason to overturn it, but they did. So, but Jay, Georgia lives to fight another day. Yes. So yeah. So we got basketball coming up Friday and football on Saturday. So yeah, I'll do the blue-white game. I'll sit here and sort of see if it's worth doing a live on, and we'll go live during that and see. It's supposed to be a real game. They're supposed to split the teams up, split it up 6-6 and have a referee, and so we'll see how good we are. But yeah, I'm interested to see what we do in football. Interested to see what we do in football. Yeah. We're a 12.5-point underdog, which is not, that's closer than what I thought it would be. So yeah, I might bet that. I might bet 12.5. If you're going to bet it now, because it's going to go down. But yeah, we might can cover 12. I mean, I don't know. Nobody's trying to run the ball in them. They're just trying to pass it. So, but we shall see. Coming off a week, maybe Cutter Boley got a little work in. Maybe Cutter's got some, he's not going to run around back there and just throw the ball up. I can tell you that. We don't do that. At least we don't do that, But yeah, that was a rivalry game. Their NIL article, and they denied it. Oh, you mean the one that Tyler Thompson wrote with the percentages? I don't know how you could deny it. You can pull it up. I think I put the link in my video to the damn story. I mean, look, I think they were just guessing, like it wasn't, they were guessing, but they're probably guessing right. So I don't know. Look, they wrote the article, not me. And I already figured, and Field of 68 pretty much already told us what the percentages were anyway. So yeah, I was just talking to an Indiana fan of mine. He's an Indiana grad, and he said that Indiana will choose basketball in the future. Once they get beat by Purdue and Kentucky in basketball, the donors will demand that they become a basketball school. And so their football days are limited. They need to go ahead and win this year. Who'd you ask, John? Did you call up the show and ask? I was just wondering if you asked Matt Jones or who you talked to. I mean, like I said, I linked it in the description. I can go find it, but what does it matter? We all know that it's not, it is what it is. So I don't know what they were denying. I mean, it was on YouTube. Oh, was it? Oh, well, the article is friggin' on the KSR website. I mean, so yeah, whatever they deny, they'll deny anything probably. They don't know what the fuck they don't know what they wrote. They don't know who's writing what. Hey guys, if I went back, I was looking at since 2020. You realize how many SEC teams have worse records than we do? About 5. We're tied with Florida. Auburn has a worse record we did. Vanderbilt, Arkansas, Auburn, Florida, Vanderbilt, Arkansas. We won 10 games in 2021. I was sitting over here looking at some numbers. So yeah, but yeah, we had a bad year. Them Hugh Freeze Auburn has not had a winning season since 2019. Do you guys believe that shit? And they will cover for Hugh Freeze. They will cover for Billy Napier. They'll cover for them because they're in the Good Old Boy Network. They're going to cover for them. But if we have a bad year, we got to fire a coach. Or 2 years. They can have 5 bad years, But yeah, man, don't YouTube, whatever they said. You're probably talking to either Luckett or Roush or one of those guys then, right? John, I take it you were talking to Luckett or Roush. But whatever, man, No, I can't wait. Like I said, I'm ready for another football game. We don't have any more bye weeks, guys. So we go all the way to November 30th, starting this Saturday. So there are no more breaks. And so we go all the way, and we're going to see what happens. And we're going to see what we can do here. Tackle a little better. Like I said, Arch Manning's not going to light it up. He threw one touchdown. Just, confuse him, and maybe he'll throw some picks. We can intercept your quarterback. And what do we got? Like 7 or 8 interceptions. So yeah, we will intercept your quarterback. So yeah, hopefully he'll give us an interception or two. But yeah, we can't lose the turnover battle. It was Luckett. Money. Oh yeah. Oh sure he is. Oh well, okay. Well yeah. Well okay. Well then I will. That's not what Tyler Thompson. Okay. All right. Yeah. Every SEC team except for us is supposedly spending 75% of their NIL and whatever the settlement money was, and we're spending 45%. So as I said, we're spending 30% less than anybody other than Arkansas hasn't showed their numbers. Okay. So yeah, we're spending 30% less, and everybody knows it. The damn Field 68 guys came on and said it. Nobody denied it then. They were on with Matt Jones. They were on KSR giving an interview. Nobody denied that when they were on there. So, those guys, they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Dumb sons of bitches. That KSR is piss poor. They are, dude. They are. They are getting piss poor. Not Matt Jones, not the radio guys. But when you get on after quick reaction bullshit and, talking all kinds of shit and don't know football at all. I mean, damn, learn the game, will you? And learn some numbers. Jesus. Sometimes they're irritating. I like Matt. Matt's the only sensible guy on there right now. But no, the percentages are what they are. Everybody knows, dude. We how many of those? Like 4 or 5 stars came to Midnight Madness? We're probably going to get 2 of them. All right, they're $1 million players. You can just count our roster and look at the players and figure out what their percentages are. No, we're not spending 75% on football like everybody else is. So therefore, you're going to get what you pay for. Bring in any coach you want and tell you, hey, man, I'm not going to give you any money. Like we sit here and say every time we talk, Dad, John, we talk about this all the time, dude. You're trying to build a Walmart team. Good luck. We're going to be good in basketball, though, guys, because we are loaded in basketball. So it's going to be a fun year in basketball. It's just if you're a football fan, you're just going to have to, yeah. So I don't know. KSR, I don't know what happened to them, man. They used to be the cutting edge, and now it's like a broken record, broken record. But anyway, yeah, that's why you can go on Loyal BBN. You can come in here and we can talk about whatever you want. And there's a couple good YouTube channels, smaller channels that are good. Disagree about Matt. Yeah, well, okay, yeah. I mean, but at least he admits that he's sensible in that he says we need to get to the end of the year before we do anything and figure it out. And he doesn't hate Stoops, but I think he has said we're not spending enough on football. Well, he said Mitch Barnhart needs to release the numbers, so I'll give him that. Okay, so yeah, he was the only person in the media that stood up and said, "Hey, man, why don't you show us the numbers?" He's not going to show us the numbers because we're going to find out what the hell. Yeah, and look, most people don't care, guys. Most people want to be good in basketball anyway, so I understand why they did it. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of other places you can go to get sports news now, other than those guys. You can start your own channel. You can go to Loyal BBN; they got a good channel. There's a lot of smaller channels that are good. I can't think of another Wildcat channel. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I can't think of it. Anyway, there's a couple good Kentucky channels, and there's good SEC channels that are small. If you go, don't ever go to Locked On. This Locked On. It's a series of people. All they do is sit there and make money all day. They don't have a job, so they want you to click on their little Locked On this and Locked On Titans and Locked On your friggin' brain because Locked On Razorbacks. It's just don't ever click on those, man. They're the worst. They're all owned by the same. They're all in the same group of people, and they'll just say anything to get you to click on there. So John, is there anybody all dumber than the old guy, the Kentucky preview? Oh, on which channel, John? on which channel? Yeah, I don't know which preview. There's so many previews, dude. Uh, they had it out for Stoops before they wanted him fired with the first fucking game of the year when they put Toledo in the top 25. They're going to be Toledo. Yeah, they want him gone. Yeah, they think they're going to find somebody better than him. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see about that. I'm here. Oh, well, thanks you, Dad. I don't know which dumb guy, John. There's some dumb guy. You mean the guy on Locked On Wildcats, Locked On Kentucky, whatever that kid's name is, whoever the hell he is. Yeah, doesn't know sports. Like he's reading off of Wikipedia or something, dude. Do you not comprehend sports? I mean, I know you ain't played one, so. But anyway, yes, we can talk about hey, there's a couple of us in here tonight, and like I said, basketball is going to be all rainbows and sunshine, and that's the way it's going to be for a long time, guys, because money has taken over college sports. And as if you're new and you got here, I was talking to my friend at IU. He's an IU grad and a donor, and he said once Purdue and Kentucky beat Indiana in basketball this year, the donors are going to demand to get away from football and go to basketball because Indiana is they won 5 national championships. So my man Signetti probably has a year or two here to get it right, and then they're gonna, and somebody might take him. You never know. IU football school, yeah. Well, they are for 1 year. They are for 1 year, Christopher. We'll see. They did well. We'll see. But yeah, no, they won't be after they're when us and Purdue beat up on them because they're gonna start playing us now too, and they're gonna get mad. Well, if we beat them, they're gonna get real mad. I can tell you right now. So yeah, then they'll demand to be good in basketball. So they'll have to pick their poison there. Jay Greason. Oh yeah. That old dude. I'm not gonna make fun of him. Yeah. Jay. Yeah. I like. I like the main guys on there on Southeastern 16. I like Blake Lovell on basketball. They're good on basketball, man. Chris Lee, Blake Lovell. They do basketball. They, of course, we're good in basketball. So yeah. But yeah, we shall see. Blake is cool. Yes. Yeah, I like Chris Lee, Blake Lowe. Who's Penn State going to get? I don't know, man. Didn't they name an assistant? I would think they have an assistant they ain't going to hire anybody in the middle of the year. They'll let an assistant play out the rest of so they just basically gave up on the rest of the season. Okay. They're 3-3. So now guess what all their players are going to do? They're going to get on the phone. They're going to start calling people. Now they're going to lose more games because ain't nobody going to play hard if you're going to transfer to another school. So yeah, I don't know that I would have did that if it was me, but it's their school, and I think his buyout was only 10 or 12 million, so they bought him out, and we beat them. We beat them in a bowl. So yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, that was a good bowl win right there. Beating that guy. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't like it when we beat them. But no, we'll do the like I said, guys. We'll do the blue-white scrimmage. I'll see if we'll get that Friday night. I'll do a live on that, a watch party. Even though we can't, I'll have it on my iPad, and I can at least kind of do a little play-by-play, and we'll see how they split the teams up. It's supposed to be, even, and it's supposed to be a referee and time clock running, and so we'll see how that goes. I'd be interested to see how he's going to split the people up and who's going to come in and win. That's a good problem to have. Chris, even though he's goofy. Oh yeah, Chris Marlowe. I don't know who that is, John. Tony, what's up? Yeah, the Vols pulled one out, man. Their defense is not great, but their offense can outscore you. So their defense don't have to be that good. We're talking about the Georgia game. The Georgia game was weird, but yeah, the Tennessee game was weird. But yeah, the Rebels struggled a little bit there. I don't know if they were sleepwalking or overlooking that team, or the quarterback threw 3 touchdowns. So I just saw the highlights. Oh, volleys. Franklin's buyout was $55 million. Oh, was it? Oh, I thought somebody said 10. Okay, well then they bought him out. Penn State. Oh, I didn't know it was $55 million. Well, you can't spread. People think you can spread it out, but you really can't spread it out because the person will not get $55 million due to taxes. So that's what they're talking about. Stoops. You can't spread Stoops out over like 15 years because he would lose money. So you're going to have to buy him out more than his buyout. In fact, Matt Jones explained that very well on the taxes. Them Tigers, Hugh Freeze. Don't worry, Paul Finebaum still loves Hugh Freeze. He says he's on thin ice this morning on ESPN. He didn't say he was on a hot seat. He's on thin ice. You think so? Do you realize Auburn hasn't had a winning record since 2019? Yeah. So yeah. If that was us, if that was Mark Stoops, they'd be friggin' marching and friggin' on ESPN every damn day, and Paul Finebaum would be slamming his fist down the man. But now, since Auburn's in the club, okay, they're in the Good Old Boy Network. Their Georgia game was weird. Yeah, that was a weird ass game. I'll have to see if Randy comes in here tonight. Man, I don't know if that was a touchdown. I don't know if Kirby Smart was signaling for a timeout or not. There's so many weird things that happened in that game. You knew Georgia was going to come back and get them. Poor Hugh Freeze, man. Yeah, and he let the clock run out in the third quarter. Yeah, so I don't know what was going on there. Bama this Saturday. Who does Alabama play this Saturday? I don't even know who Alabama plays. I know Auburn better beat Alabama. Man, if Auburn doesn't beat Alabama, the Vols. Oh, you guys play them? Oh, that'd be a good game. Yeah, your defense might have to show up on that one a little bit better. But yeah, you can outscore them. Yeah, that'd be a good game. Is it in Tennessee? It's in Tennessee, right? In Knoxville. So yeah, that'd be a good game right there. Wow, Kentucky's a 12.5-point underdog. I don't know about the Alabama game. Well, let's see. What is the line on Tennessee, Alabama? That should be a close line. Well, okay, never mind. They won't show it to me. Okay, well, they won't show it to me. All right, well, don't show it to me then. I want football. I want college football. Okay, NCAA. Here we go. NCAA. Here we go. Louisville plays Miami, and Louisville's a big-time underdog. 12.5. Wow. Okay, Louisville's got a. I don't even know if Louisville played this week. I don't even know. LSU plays Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's going downhill. South Carolina, Oklahoma. Yeah, I don't even see. When's Tennessee play? Jeez. Ole Miss, Georgia. Man, okay. Okay, I don't even see Texas, Kentucky, 12.5. Okay, they don't even have Tennessee on here. Well, that's weird. Why would you not have? Okay, well, they don't have it. Oh, crap. Google was wrong. Oh, okay. I started saying, you might have a bye week. Ole Miss was 7-0 in 2022. Okay. They might have been in 2022. That was no, I don't know when. I don't know in 2022, but okay, yeah, I don't see Tennessee on here, so they might have a bye week. No, don't bet on that. We'll see if Vanderbilt can keep it going. LSU's coach might get fired. South Carolina's coach is going to Florida. There'll be so many coaches get fired, guys. There'll be like 6 SEC coaches get fired. 7. Half the damn league will fire their coach. We'll see. But no, yeah, we got basketball and football, so this will be a good week. We'll do, like I said, we'll do the blue-white game right here Friday night and the scrimmage, and then we'll do Texas the next Saturday night right here. And whoever wants to watch can come in and watch. A lot of people already gave up on football, and I get it. Fair weather fans give up on it. We're gonna all the rest of the games. I believe I can do all the rest of the games. So I'm pretty sure. What's up, Andrew? What's going on, man? Come on in. Alabama, Tennessee, October 18th. Okay. Well, then they play. Yeah, then you play us, I think. Yeah, then you play us. And yes, you will be favored in that game. Yes. So, what's going on, Andrew? Did you watch the blue-white game, Andrew? Did you watch any of the madness? Yeah, I did. It was boring me to death. I like the way Jelovic, I say Jelovic. I like the way that dude shot threes in the 3-point contest. You could tell he's a European player because he had great form and he has been playing all summer, and you could tell he has. I like that guy, Jelovic. Yeah, Jelovic. I like that dude. Uh, he can flat out. Yeah, he will not have any problem shooting the ball. How many points will you spot me against Kentucky? Oh, dude, we won't beat you. I mean, we could maybe get within 10 or 14, but we'll have to see, man. We'll see how you play against, Alabama. That won't show anything, but your quarterback's been playing well. If he gives us a couple of interceptions, hey, it's like Texas, guys. They didn't play great. I mean, they had 188 yards passing and 160 yards rushing. But Oklahoma had 4 turnovers, and the quarterback threw 3 interceptions. So guess what? You're not going to win, and they didn't. Uh, yeah, we don't need to turn the ball over. But if Arch Manning, look, we got what 8 interceptions on the year. Let's intercept Arch Manning a couple times. Auburn had a chance there. Yeah, so did I. But man, weird shit happens. I don't know about the SEC officiating guys. I think we got some really bad officials. I mean, I've seen it in our games. I've seen it in other games. You go back and look at a play for 10 minutes. And you know what? It's supposed to be if there's not enough evidence, you don't overturn it. But it seems like the SEC officials keep looking until they find enough evidence to overturn a call. I thought it was supposed to be the exact opposite. Unless it's just let it stand. And the referees on that goal line fumble. They didn't even make a call. They didn't say if it was touchdown. They just blew the whistle. And it's like, what are you guys doing? I thought the Georgia guy had a touchdown. That guy never hit the ground. The Georgia ball guy grabbed it off of his body and ran it down to the end zone. Shouldn't it be? Well, because the whistle blew, it was dead. Well, why'd you blow the whistle without making a call? That was weird. Manning played well. Yeah, he didn't have to. Right, he played not to lose. He threw 1 touchdown. All he did was make basic throws, and they just, ran. They scored 23. So, yeah, that was crazy. I still don't know if the guy was in or not. That's a touchdown. Obviously he wasn't because they didn't give it to him. But I'll have to ask Randy about that from that F and Dogs podcast. He might not come on tonight, but man, Georgia keeps getting up off the mat. Every time somebody's got them down, they keep coming back and winning. So, hey, other than Alabama game, which they didn't come back and win. Yeah, all the games were good. South Carolina, I don't know what, man. Shane Beaver, I don't know. They tried to run a fake punt or something, and they messed that up. And still don't understand what the heck happened there. Oh, and Texas ran a kickback, right? So Texas ran a kickback, so that helped Texas. Their offense wasn't on fire, so they got 23 points, but yeah, 7 was on a kick. So we just need to keep it low scoring, but their offensive line is massive. Their defensive line there's some big dudes. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Throw the tight ends. We didn't play bad against them last year in the first half. I think Boley might have a good game. Maybe he'll have a breakout game, guys. We'll see how many people stay. What happens at the end of the year here. So, I don't know, guys. Let's see. What we've been on. Man, we've been on 30 minutes already. What's going on, Andrew? Where'd you go? We'll see how they split up the blue-white scrimmage on Friday. So that's the next thing we got coming up. I think it's at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, whatever. I got ESPN Plus, so I'll have it on my tablet, and I'll do a little play-by-play, and we'll see how they split the teams up. Who did I do today? I did Malachi Moreno video. Yeah, I like Malachi Moreno. I was talking about that shot. He has this shot where he flips his wrist. He flicks his wrist. And I was like, man, I haven't seen that since 1982. He's a big dude. I like that Moreno kid. Look, we need some guard. We need our guards to play well. If we want to win a national championship, it's going to have to be, Jalen Lowe and Owe. The guards always got to play good. You don't win a championship usually with big guys. Not these days. Do you score every chance or Alabama or you will lose? Yes. But people are saying, the other conferences are ripping our referees, like Big Ten, and is it a conspiracy? I don't know I don't think it's a conspiracy, but you know, they have the SEC refs are shaky though. You never know what they're going to call. So a guy will get a catch and they'll call it, or he won't get a catch, or it is a fumble. I mean, man, there should be a time limit on how long you can look at something. You're like, listen, dude, you got 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. Don't be looking at it for like 5 minutes. You know, I don't like it, man. Why have referees if you can just go to replay? Referees got to do their job. Yeah, the officials have not done their job. Yeah, yeah. No, Arkansas gave you guys a game, Tony. I don't know. I guess Arkansas ain't ready to die yet. So that was a high scoring game. So, all right, who thinks Cutter Bowley's going to? I think Cutter Bowley will have it. I bet you he has a good game. He's starting to improve, make better throws. So, yeah, hopefully our receivers can catch the damn ball. That would be good. For a minute, yeah, that was getting close there when I was getting down to the end there. It's like, man, is it 34-31? Yeah, so what's up with the Vols defense, Tony? Can they not stop the run? Can they not stop the pass? They're giving up a lot of points and a lot of yards to people, but I didn't see any of the highlights. So I don't know if people run on you or they pass on you. I don't know. But anyway, guys, yeah. If anybody wants to talk about football, I would love to talk about it. But pretty much the media's moved on to basketball. Fans have moved on. The fair weather, everybody moved on to basketball. We got games until November 30th. I think we do. I guess we're not going to quit playing. It's play calling. Oh, okay. Well, are you like blitzing? You must be blitzing when you're not supposed to, or defense. It's kind of, I don't know what kind of defense you're running. Have to look and see. You're probably running just a basic. I think he runs a 4-3. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you blitz, you better get to him. You know what I'm saying? You better get to him in this league because somebody will get. You're going to get burned. So we play more of a 3-4. We just try to, bend but don't break, and sometimes we break. So, Andrew, are you still on here, or did I lose you, Andrew? I lost Andrew. All right, you came in for a second, Andrew. I get it. But no, guys, how many games are you going to win in basketball then? We could talk basketball or football. I'm not sure about football. I guess we're only going to win one more game in football. So, hey, what's up, John? Oh, where to spot the ball? I mean, should it take that long? Where to spot the ball? I mean, they need to have more than one review camera then. I mean, damn. Guess, I don't know. 7 people in here. Yeah, I saw that. How much time is left? Oh, how much time is left? Okay. It's more than 4 minutes. It's because they're trying to figure out where to spot the ball. Well, damn, is it that? I mean, just get it within half a yard. I don't know. Don't get a yard off, but, I don't know. Trying to figure out how much time is on the clock. Trying to figure out where to spot the ball. Trying to figure out. I guess they're trying to figure out all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Oh, the NFL is bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, I think one day it won't even be referees. It'll just be cameras, and they'll just tell you where the ball is. The ball will have a chip in or something and say the ball goes right there. And yes, he caught it, and no, he didn't. One of these days there won't be any umpires in baseball. It'll just be a computer saying that was a strike. He was out. Then 4 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not ready to see that. But no, there's a lot of football left. So, and Tennessee won't be bad in basketball. They won't be great, but they got a couple good players. Might be Rick Barnes' last year. He's talking about retiring, but I hate Red Hat guy. Oh, Red Hat guy. Yeah, I don't even know who that is anymore. I see him. Gonna be crazy. Is ruined now. Oh yeah, NASCAR. I don't even understand the point system. Somebody have to explain that to me. What's up, AFO? Yeah, I don't understand the point system in NASCAR. I don't understand in NASCAR anymore. You know, it's not about winning a race. The commercials, referee wears a red hat. Oh, really? Referee wears a red hat. Oh, okay. What's up, AFO? We're just talking about football, basketball, whatever you want to talk about, brother. People are coming in and out. I appreciate it. Come on back in. Now we're talking about Texas. We're a 12.5 point underdog. Louisville's a 12.5 point underdog to Miami. I think Miami. Yeah, or Florida State, whoever they. I think they play Miami. So yeah, did Louisville win last week? Did they win over? Oh, they didn't play, did they? I don't know if they play. I can't keep up with Louisville, so. But basketball's getting ready to start, guys. That's the thing. You know, that's what we spend our money on. That's what everybody's excited about. So we'll, we'll do some basketball. But yeah, well, I'll stay in here a little bit longer. We've been going for 40 minutes. We've just been talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. I don't have an agenda. We're going to play Texas in football, and we're going to see if we can give them a game. And their offense is not great. What's up, Matthew? Mentioned James Franklin. Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, I mean, look, they fired him. A lot of people's going to get fired. A lot of people in the SEC should get fired. Everybody talking about Mark Stoops. You better fire damn Hugh Freeze, Billy Napier, Beamer. I mean, you can fire half the coaches in the SEC. What's up, Wildcat Woo? How do you feel as being ranked fourth in KenPom? I like that because then Woo in the polls. Hey, I saw that on KSR. The polls have us 10th, 8th, but KenPom means something. Okay, we just got to win games, guys. Let's beat Purdue in that a week from Friday. We play Purdue in that exhibition. Let's beat Purdue and Georgetown, even though it doesn't count, just for pride. And then we're going to find out where our deficiencies are before we get to SEC play. And SEC is not going to be challenging, guys. Okay, there's nobody good in the SEC other than us in Florida and maybe Arkansas. That's it. There's only the SEC. It's going to go back to the way it was, guys. We went right back to the future. It's going to go back to where the SEC is no good in basketball and great in football, or try to be great in football. It's going right. The SEC dominated that 1 or 2, 3 years in basketball. Basketball domination's over. Tennessee, Alabama, everybody, Auburn, they're done with basketball. They're spending their money on football. We're spending our money on basketball. So, so I like the fourth kid. And I didn't hop on until 9 Eastern. Oh, well, whatever, Matthew. I can stay in here for a little while. I jinxed myself. Well, he's not in here. I jinxed myself last day before yesterday when I went in yesterday morning and did a 24-hour shift. It was one of the busiest 24-hour shifts I had in a long time. I was like, man, I'm sitting there talking about that on in here and this, talking about my work. And then I go to work and we're swamped. The whole 12 of the 24 hours, we were just everything, all kinds of stuff was going on. So yeah, I gotta go in tomorrow. I got what's tomorrow? Monday, Wednesday. And then I'm off for a couple of days. So yeah, I jinxed myself by talking about working here. And I was like, damn, I must have jinxed myself. But no, I got a good job. But no, man, Matthew, we're talking about the blue-white scrimmage on Friday. We're going to do it right here. I think it's at 6:30. Then we're going to do Texas, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. We'll do Texas game right here. So we'll do 2 watch parties, and we'll talk about it. And nobody cares about, football really right now. Everybody's excited about basketball. So we'll see what happens. Yep, it happens, Matthew. I see numbers going from 1 to 5 to 7 back to 1. Is everybody jumping off, or have I got a bad connection? I guess maybe people are jumping off. I only care about football, John. Well, you're in the minority. Because we're not going to care about football for a while. I don't know when the next time we'll ever care about football is. What's up, Johnny? Works out to be good for you. I think he will. Yeah, he's a big dude, man. He's grown 2 or 3 inches. He was out there dunking in the pro day. He was out there shooting and dunking, but they're not going to let him play until December. So just bring him along slowly. For 25 years before COVID. Wow. John, you went through the Bill Curry, Jerry Claiborne. You went through all that, huh? Man, you saw that up close. Man. 2 wins. Yeah. Several 2 wins. Hal Mummy, And then Guy Morris was 2-9. And yeah, the air raid. Everybody wants to bring back the air raid. No, I made a video why we're not going to bring back the air raid, because you cannot win. You cannot run the ball. You cannot win in any football league by throwing the. You have to run the football at some point. If you can't run the football, you ain't going to win. As Oklahoma found out, because they just abandoned the run on Texas, started throwing it. As Auburn found out, Jackson Arnold can run. Jackson Arnold had the most rushing yards. You stop Jackson Arnold, you stop Auburn. You let him run, you're going to get beat. They let him run in the first half, and then in the second half, they stopped him. What's up, Christopher? Where did they relocate? Yeah, at the new Kroger. Crap. Oh, you have to ask John about that. Oh, yeah, because you probably got to change seats, and then when they redid the stadium, and I haven't been there since they renovated. I haven't been there in so long. I can't remember the last game. I've been to one Stoops game. Yeah, I need to come to a game, but it's just so much easier to watch on TV, guys, than it is to go there, park, drive there, then park, then go in there, pay for all that, and come back. And yeah, but I'm gonna have to come to a game. And evidently, we'll have plenty of open seats coming up. Everybody thinks that it's over, so we flipped end zones. Oh, okay. Oh, you're in one end zone. See, I don't like end zone seats. I'll take them, but man, like in hockey, there's 3 periods, and if you pick one goal, you can be down on your goal. You're home for 2 of the 3. But man, you flip end zones, and the games they keep kicking your ass, and you're all the way down there for the whole quarter. Then I don't like it. But 50-yard 2-man, all right, corner end zone, man. Well, that was a raw deal. Yeah, that was a raw deal, Christopher. You guys think, I know everybody will show up for the Texas game, right? You guys know everybody's going to show up for Texas, right? We need to, come out. I want Cutter Boley to come out and have a really good game. I want to see him continue to build up on that Georgia game and get better. Yep, Mike Leach, man, he was good. Shut us down. Yeah, they figured us out after about 2 or 3 years there. And then, of course, we cheated. And then that was stupid, Matthew, cheating. You're mailing out money orders to players from a Lexington post office. Why wouldn't you drive to Louisville or somewhere? Why were you doing it in Lexington? I never understood how dumb whatever that guy's name was. Hey, Phil, what's up? I'll never give up on football. Well, I'll never give up. Look, man, we'll always do football on this channel. But yeah, look, the school's giving up on football. I can tell you that. The school's giving up on it. We're not going to give up on it, but we ain't going to win at it. Okay, it's not going to happen. I just sat here and talked to guys. If you're kind of new, my Indiana, a guy, I have a really good friend, Indiana grad. He said once, and Indiana's not ranked this year. He said once they get beat by Kentucky and Purdue this year in basketball, the donors are going to demand that they go back to doing basketball. So they're going to get 1 or 2 more years of football, and then they're going to start doing basketball, because they ain't going to take it well when we whip their ass. If we whip their ass, maybe they'll beat us. I don't know. To win football again. We are going to win in football again. John, I don't know, brother. I don't see how. Not going to 9 SEC games in Louisville. I mean, if you're not going to spend money on 85 scholarships, nobody's going to come here. That's the problem. When you tell people up front, hey, man, we're not going to make football a priority. Why would you send your kid here? Why would you coach here? I mean, who's going to come here and coach? I mean, you get 30% less money than every other coach in the SEC. And it's that in the Big Ten are the hardest league. Like I said, I don't know who the hell would take this job. I don't know, man. What's up? Blue Bayou 69. I haven't seen you before. Thoughts, reports on basketball recruits. I think Stokes is going to commit. Evidently, he's going to commit in the next. I heard he already has verbally committed, guys. I don't know what you guys heard. Eric KSR, Field 68 is saying he's already going to come. There's one more of those kids that came last night that we might get. So that's 2 5-star players. So basketball is full of 5-star players. Yeah, so I think we're going to get the Stokes kid. Indiana won in football with 0 5-stars. Yes, yeah, they did. They came in at a good time. They did like we did. The league is down in the middle. That's how we did it. The league he's doing it the exact same way Mark Stoops did it, except he's in the Big Ten, not the SEC. There's a bunch of Big Ten schools that are down in football. and they're coming up at the right time. But yeah, they'll flip back to basketball once we kick their ass and Purdue kicks their ass a couple times. The boosters will get real upset. Matthew, everyone Stokes. Yeah, evidently it's a done deal. He's already told Mark Pope. Evidently, that's the rumor that he's coming. So I don't know. Matthew, I have a suspicion Stoops will stick around. Well, maybe he will. You gonna buy him out? I'm not leaving until you. I hope he sticks around until they pay him. First time viewer. Hey man, Blue Bayou 69. Welcome, brother. This is a fan channel. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. Basketball, football. I've been a channel for about 8 or 9 months. I do lives. We're going to do the blue-white scrimmage, a watch party. I can't show the scrimmage, but I'll have it on, and I'll be talking about it. And we're going to do the Texas game. In fact, we're going to do all the football games. I looked at my work schedule. We're going to do the Texas game Saturday night. So if you want to come back in here, Bayou, man, do come back in here anytime. Turn on my notifications. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do, and turn on the notifications and make sure it says all. Because sometimes it doesn't click all. And then when I come on and do a live or whatever, some videos, you'll see them. But yeah, we'll do watch parties for some, a lot of the basketball, but all the rest of the football season, we'll do watch parties. What's up, Don K. Fish? Do you think Stoops will be on anyone's coaching list? Sure. If he leaves, right now he's on our coaching list. Until he leaves, well, sure, somebody would hire him if he wants to. If he wants to coach, someone will hire him. Need Boley to get going. I agree that with John. Yeah, I think he's due for a good game. I want to see him light it up. I want to see not just running the ball. They know we're going to run the ball. They know we're going to throw the tight ends. I hope they don't cover the tight ends because nobody's covering them. So keep throwing to them. But yeah, we need to play well. Donkey Fish, someone will poach him. Oh, not from us, dude. They're not going to pay that much. Oh, they're not going to pay that much for him. They're not going to give him $37 million. No, that's not going to happen. Sanders to Florida. Hey, Dion, there's no telling, man. I'm not a huge fan of him. He's all flash, and he hadn't impressed me at all as a coach. But Florida can do whatever they want. If they, are they going to fire him? I don't know. Is Auburn going to fire Hugh Freeze? How many losing seasons? You realize Auburn has not had a winning season since 2019, guys. Auburn has not had. I was looking back since 2020. There's like 4 or 5 teams in SEC with worse records than us since 2020, and with bad records. If I told you Auburn's, which I haven't written down over, if I told you Auburn's record since 2020, you'd be like, what? If I told you Florida's record, you'd be like, what? What the? They never talk about them. They just dog us out. It's like, man, and our own media does that shit. If somebody dogged us out, I'd be like, wait a minute, hold on. What about Auburn? What about Florida? What about Vanderbilt? What about Arkansas? But our guys, our own media dogs us out. So that's bad. TJ, I'd like to see Stone Saunders get a chance. I don't think they're going to play. I think they're redshirting him, TJ. I really do. Because I don't know if the Pontoski kid will come. I hope he does. But I think they said something about redshirting him. Because next year we lose Calzada, we lose who's our third string quarterback? Bo Allen. So I think they're going to redshirt him. Has one, doesn't know. John Summerall, 3110. Yeah, I don't know about John Summerall. I don't know why he would come here. Why would you come here? Guys, if you were a coach, why would you come to one of the hardest leagues knowing that they're not going to make football a priority? Why would you, if you were a high school player and you said, hey, listen, you come here, but we're not making football a priority. No, it's a basketball school. Why would you come here? I mean, it's just I predict it's going to get bad, guys. We're going right back to John's in here. John Blue. John, we're going right back to Bill Curry. We're going right back to 3-9. I don't care who you bring in here. We might have 5 and 6, 9 SEC games in Louisville and only 2 cupcakes, and you're going to come in here and half-ass do a football team? It ain't going to work, I don't know. It will gain momentum. Florida's taking a long time to look at. Well, they can have him party with a new, fresh coach. No, they're not going to make football a priority, John K. Fish. They already made that pretty clear. No, they're going to make basketball. Those 5 stars that visited yesterday, we're probably going to get 2. I think there was 4 or 5. We're getting at least 2 of those. Those are $1 million players, dude. We're getting 5 stars in basketball. We ain't even getting 4 stars in football. We're going to get a bunch of 3 stars. That's what we're going to do. And so no, and if you don't, whichever one you make a priority, we made our choice. So I wish it wasn't true. Absolutely love Summerall's enthusiasm. Well, look, TJ, he can be enthusiastic all he wants. You're going to get your ass kicked in this league. Like I said, when they played Ole Miss, and I didn't think they beat Ole Miss just beat their ass. The only reason they even scored a touchdown at the end is because Ole Miss had every third string in there. So I was not impressed with John Summerall at all, and I've not been impressed with him. And look, they struggled. They almost lost to East Carolina the other day. I mean, that was a close game. So I mean, he could come here and be the coach, but he ain't going to do any. Enthusiasm will not win you games. 5-star players and players win you games. I think Kentucky wins 5. Well, maybe. Stoops stays another year. Well, maybe. I mean, you got to buy him out, or he's not going to leave. Destroy him, but they never came to 50 top recruiting class. Yeah, but like I said, I like the offense that Tulane runs, but look at the conference they play in, dude. I mean, RTJ, yeah, dude, the conference they play in is weak. I mean, let's see if they beat Navy. If they beat Navy or Army, that shit ain't gonna work here. That's why it didn't work against Ole Miss. His offense is not gonna work. Not with the players that we'll have to give. Now, if we gave him 5-star players or 4-star players, but I don't know, man. We'll see. Maybe he comes. We're going to win 7, John. John, brother, if we won 7, that would shock the world. I'd like to just win 6. I mean, it's possible. Auburn, Florida, I mean, it's possible. Auburn has a good defense, and Florida has a good defense, however. Thank for Stoops. Team is extremely young. Yes. Yeah, this team is young. Yeah, it's real young. And, we're going to lose high school players, guys. They're going to bleed our high school players because they're just going to say, look, they're not spending money on football. Why would you want to go there? That's why I'm afraid we'll lose the Ponatoski kid. I hope I'm wrong. Yes, Boley needs to develop. He'll leave. I mean, if they, Stoops might get to stay because of him. If he steps up and says, hey, I would like for him to stay, that would probably be a big thing in his corner. Texas doesn't look good. No, they do not look good. And they got a huge offensive line and a huge defensive line, TJ. But you're right. They ran a kickback. I mean, they had 188 yards passing and 160 yards rushing. I mean, they're okay. But, yeah, we need to break out. I wish we'd have a breakout game and just start just keep jumping on people. We just need to jump on their ass. I mean, they got some big dudes, but they don't have a lot of speed for the size of players they got. And Arch Manning can't see the field all. We need to intercept him a couple times. Texas game isn't over. Yeah, I hope so. I don't think so because they don't score a lot of points, Christopher, usually. Now, if we turn the ball over like Oklahoma did and we give them 4 turnovers and 3 interceptions, then we'll be out of it by the fourth quarter. If we just run the ball and you throw who's open and don't turn the ball over, we can stick around and do something. Run the ball. Well, we always do that, man. Unless we get down, in Georgia, we had to abandon the run because we were down 35-7. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, the defense, everybody's talking about the offense. The defense needs to show up. Okay. I mean, we need to tackle. We need to show up on defense and intercept that guy. We got 8. I think we have 8 interceptions. So yeah, we need to pick this dude off. Would be good if we had, yes, the offense needs to flow. The wide receivers don't play Harley Gilmore. They're never going to listen to me. If we just wouldn't play Harley Gilmore, I'd feel so much better. He's a wasted space, I think. We need Grant to call the plays. I wish he would, Don K. Fish. We'd be running. You know what we'd do? We'd set up in a Wildcat. We'd run the Wildcat and we'd friggin' score. It'd be low scoring, but you know what? We might win 7 like we did in Tennessee that year. We might win 14-13 if we ran the Wildcat and just didn't even throw the ball at all. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we maybe so, man. I mean, we're running the ball good. It's just we didn't pay for any receivers. APO, I don't, but he just actually wants to be here. No, I think he's upset as hell. I don't think why would he want to be here? Nobody would want to be anywhere. If you went to work and they told you, hey, man, you suck. We don't like you. Would you want to be there? No. I mean, they just fucking threw him under the bus before the year started. Our own media threw him under the bus. That's what gets me, man. Our own media. We got people, KSR boys, going on other SEC podcasts and before the year starts and dogging Mark Stoops out. Why would you do that? Can somebody please explain that to me? Why would you do that? Because you don't like him? Fuck you, man. Who do you think you are? Stupid Roush and Luckett. I mean, just goddamn. I don't know. I wish they were in here one day. I gotta stop saying their name. I like him too. He's the winningest coach ever. You know, guys. If I showed you since 2020, the last 6 years, you realize there's 5 programs with worse records than us: Auburn, Florida, Vanderbilt, Arkansas. Who am I missing? I said Florida, Auburn, Vanderbilt, Arkansas, and one other team. So yeah, we're not in this decade. We've done pretty good this decade. Pretty damn good. But we got 10 wins. This decade, 2021. No, Florida doesn't have 10 wins this decade. Who else? Auburn doesn't have 10. Auburn hasn't had a winning season since 2019. Florida doesn't have 10 wins. Arkansas doesn't have 10 wins. Vanderbilt doesn't have 10 wins. But do they give them a break? Yeah. Do we get a break? No, because he had 1 or 2 bad years. Damn, Hugh Freeze hasn't had a good year since he got there. So I don't understand it, guys. I mean, I do understand it, but our media is stupid, is what you are. You're an idiot if you buy into that. Okay, just because you don't like him. Okay, it ain't about you. You're supposed to. It's your damn team. I would not let somebody badmouth my team. If I was on another podcast and somebody started badmouthing whoever the coach was, I would start taking up for him. But our guys sit there and agree with him. Yeah, we suck. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you on another podcast dogging us out, dude? Lame is what it is. Addison, Coach Carousel's getting her. A lot of people's going to get fired, guys. Shane Beamer's fired. Hugh Freeze is probably fired. Billy Napier's probably fired. I could go down the line. I mean, so many coaches. In the SEC, there's going to be 4 or 5. They're talking about firing Texas's coach. And he's only got 2 or 3 losses. I mean, damn. I mean, just you can't always fire the coach is not always the answer. This is like the NFL now, guys, with the money. And every year, the same teams are not good. Kansas City's down this year. Kansas City, you think they're going to fire Andy Reid because they have 1 or 2 bad years? No. But in college, they will. So Arkansas versus Tennessee got interesting. Yeah, we were talking about that, Addison, before you got here. It got real interesting. Tennessee's defense, man, it's you can score on them. Hugh has been screwed by the refs. Well, whatever, he doesn't help himself out, but yeah, he's unlucky or whatever. But yeah, he's just, I mean, Auburn has not had a win record since 2019. And I've went through the numbers on my videos and people still, they just don't, for whatever reason, don't want to hear the truth. So I don't know what to tell you. I hope the SEC Shorts is about the lost office. I watched that. That's kind of cute. Will Saban ever come back? No. He said he will not come back for any amount of money. No, he's done. He doesn't want to deal with all that shit. When the season's over, you got to re-recruit your team. So everybody's going to come in. Name Mark Stoops if he stays. Everybody's going to come in. Am I starting next year? Every underclassman. Well, I don't know. Well, then I'm leaving. I mean, it's going to be – there's going to be years where Alabama's good, and there's going to be years when they're bad. There's going to be – like this year, Texas has a real expensive roster. They're not that good. There'll be years when they are good. The SEC is not dominating anymore. The Big Ten, there won't be a dominant. It'll be different schools. It's just whoever buys the best team that year. So that's what I think. It's going to get like the NFL. Whoever buys the best players. The Lions have been one of the shittiest teams now. All of a sudden they're good because they bought some good players. So I don't know, Addison. I hope not. Well, I hope not either, but it looks like it. We are a basketball school. Everybody's excited for basketball, right? We're going to do the blue-white game right here Friday night. We're going to live chat the blue-white scrimmage, and I'll have it on my laptop, and I'll be telling you what's going on, even though I can't show it. Because if I get caught, they'll kick me. They'll close down my channel. But there are pirated feeds. And then we'll do the Texas game on Saturday night right here. So we're going to watch it right here. School, yes, I hate basketball school. I do too, man. But you know what? That's the way it is. I'm mad at Missouri, Addison. They had a chance to beat Alabama. Yep, they did, and they blew it. And I don't know, I don't know what happened there. No, I don't like it, John, but I mean, you see it, man. We're getting all the 5-star basketball players. We get any basketball. Mark Pope can get any player he wants. I mean, what do you want? You want this these Stokes kid? You got him. Then that other kid, a Rippy Jr. is supposed to commit. You're gonna get so yeah. I mean, look, man, we can get any basketball player we want because there's only 14 scholarships, right? So, I hope we win one SEC game. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, AFIO? Yeah, I mean, look, Mark Stoops is miserable, guys. Come on, wouldn't you be miserable if somebody told you you suck? Yeah, you suck. I mean, yeah, John Calipari would not give a shit. That's one thing Matt said. I agree. Matt Jones said this. If it was John Calipari, I don't give a shit what we think. He would just take his money. He messed himself up by messing that up with the whole deal with Arkansas. But Mark Stoops actually cares. So it's eating at him. But give him his $37 million and let him go then. Value Pontoski would be great. I hope so. I hope we get him. I hope nobody flips him. That's what I'm worried about, Bayou. He is the real deal. He's got a hell of an arm he doesn't look like he's that big, but man, he can throw bullets. Man, I hope he comes. But man, if we lose Mark Stoops and then we go to shit in football, I don't know why he would come here, to be honest with you guys. He's a badass. He is. He's not flipping. Yeah, I know. If he wants to play baseball, let him. Hey, man, what position do you want to play? I mean, how good are we going to be in baseball? I mean, we might be okay, but yeah, what do you want to pitch? What do you want to do? I don't even know I don't even know what position he plays. Does anybody know? I don't. I don't think Barnhart has initial hires. Yeah, I don't know. But questionable second there. Yeah. He can play baseball. Shortstop. Oh well, hell then, shortstop. I'd be like, hey man, where you want to bat in the lineup? You want to lead off? You just let that kid do whatever he wants. But yeah, he's got a hell of an arm. Well, if he's playing shortstop, that's why he has such a strong arm. Then third base or shortstop. I mean, you got to have a strong arm to play shortstop. So that's why the kid's got an arm then as a quarterback because he plays shortstop. Now that makes sense to me. Okay. John, he's a draft. Yeah, he is. He's mid-caliber in baseball. Well, yeah, if he can throw the baseball like he throws the football, hey, I just hope he comes, guys. Like I said, our media is just blowing up everything. They're not helping the situation at all. So I don't know what to tell you about our media. They just don't give a damn at the bottom line. And so, yeah, they're not going to help anything. They're gonna rah basketball and the hell with football, and that's the way it's been before the season even started, guys. I thought surely to God they will not turn on Mark Stoops at the very beginning of the season, but they sure as the hell did real quick. First loss, Ole Miss. Well, the season always sucked. Well, damn. Can we wait a minute? I mean, yeah, he will be. Yeah, Ponatoski. Yeah, he'll be successful wherever he goes, Christopher. That's true. By you, KSR folks are depressing. Thank you. Everybody comes in here and tells me that. Don't listen to them. I'll listen to the show when I want to listen to it. I'll look at the website when I need something from it. But I sure as the hell ain't going to turn those morons on and listen to what the hell they say. Come on. Be all depressing like that. Shut the hell up. I get tired of it. Oh, my IU friend is messaging me because we were talking about basketball. Let's see what he says. I said, you got to pick one, football or basketball. He said, we're picking basketball eventually. Well, there you go. That's from IU, my inside source, an IU grad who has a little bit of pull with the boosters. Christopher Fan, what's up, Chainsaw Fan? I'm sorry. What's up, Chainsaw Man? I haven't seen you in a while. Trust the matter of time. I think you definitely find a coach. Everyone's going to get fired. Oh, yeah, we can find a coach anywhere. The problem is finding players. The problem is we're not spending money on football. And you're not going to get anybody. We already lost the one offensive lineman. Kids will start decommitting when they find out you're not invested in football. So that's the problem we're going to have is, trying to build a Walmart football team, guys. It's just going to be hard. It's just you're asking, 9 SEC games in Louisville. You only got 2 easy wins. So, you got to go 5-5, right? You got to go 500. And now we're going to rotate everybody. We'll have the 3 games, Tennessee, South Carolina, and Florida, and then start rotating people. How many games do you think we're going to win? I mean, we ain't winning 9 or 10 games anymore, guys. I don't think. Chainsaw, no, I meant we ain't going to find a coach. Yes, with what we got. You're absolutely, I agree with you, Chainsaw. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to find one with, when you're not spending as much money on football as all the other programs. Why would you come here? I don't know why. I don't know what coach would come here. Why would John Summerall come here? Why would you for what? To be set up to lose? You're trying to stair step to a Division I program, and you're going to come to the shittiest team at SEC who's not going to spend money on football. Why would you do that? I mean, Summerall's going to go somewhere, Auburn or somewhere like that, if they'll hire him. And he's in the network. Okay, they like him. So, yeah, can't wait for the IU rivalry. Yep, it's back. It's going to be good. Indiana basketball. Yeah, I mean, we're going to play them. I think they're building. I don't know how good they'll be this year, but we're playing them for 3 years. Mark Pope plays there. Mark Pope doesn't care. He'll play anybody. John, 7 this year, 9 next year, 11 year after that. And defense, man, that's a lot, John. 9 wins, dude. I don't know how we're gonna do that with no 5, with really no 4 stars. I mean, really, we're getting down to just 3 stars. I don't know. We'll have to buy some players. UK made their decision quick and early. You're right, AFL. They did make it quick and early. It is a shame, but we had to pick one, and I understand why we picked it. Just don't dog out the football coach. You made the decision you set him up to fail, and he's failing. It's just like if I set you up to fail and you fail, well, then why am I going to get on to you? I set you up to fail. Okay. I think that's why Mitch Barnhart is shutting his mouth, because Mitch Barnhart knows he's set up to fail. So find a way to pay the man his money if you want to leave, and go try to see if you can get somebody coming here with no players. I mean, that's the way I see it. Chainsaw, one thing you watch on the front court. Yes, might be a weak point. Well, you know what, Chainsaw? Everybody's saying our guards can't shoot threes. That's our weakness. So we shall see. Lowe and Owe are going to have to. They're not. I mean, they can shoot okay, but they are not knocked down. Reed Shepard. That's what our weakness is: 3-point shooting. So that Jelovic kid yesterday in the 3-point contest in Big Blue Madness, he impressed me. You can tell he's European. He's got a hell of a form on his shot. So yeah, we're gonna be our forwards are going to be able to shoot threes, but our guards, I don't know. We'll see. Wildcat Mania, we can shoot threes. Y'all all don't know ball. No, I'm not saying we can't shoot threes. I meant our guards are not knockdown shooters. That's why Vegas has us like 7th to win the national championship. Our guards have to be knockdown shooters. That means Lowe and Owe. And Owe is a streaky shooter, and we don't know about Lowe. I think Lowe will be fine, but yeah, that's what it is. Bill Belichick, the UK. No, please don't do that. Big by we don't need that. We not even his girlfriend. We don't need that. But no, we can shoot, but it's our guards. That's why we're not, but we're 4th in Ken Palm. Look, we're going to be good at defense, and we're going to be able to rebound. We're going to win the fight. We're going to out muscle you. We're going to out hustle you. The question is knocking down threes. When we play Purdue in 2 weeks, guys, a week from Friday, we'll know. We'll know. They're a good shooting team. They're ranked number 1 in most polls. Let's see if we can shoot. If we can beat them and stay on the court with them, then we'll see where we're at when we play them. So, yeah. But, no, I hope Jalen Lowe I think Jalen Lowe is going to hit some. But, man, he didn't look good in the pro day. We'll see how good Jalen Lowe looks Friday. I'm going to do the blue-white game right here, guys. Watch party, blue-white scrimmage Friday night right here. I think it's at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Then we're going to do Texas football Saturday night right here, watch party. So come on in here. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications so you'll know when I'm on. And I do lives every week. We're going to do football. We're going to do all the rest of the football games. And I'll do as many basketball games as I can. Don K. Fish, Kentucky has the money. They aren't going to let football program go to Bill Curry days. Well, I don't know how they're not. I don't know, Don K. Fish. They have the money, but they're just not. they're not allotting it to football. They're allotting it to basketball. So yeah, if they would give football more money, then that might help. I don't know. JQ is healthy. Yes, Jaden Quaint's by you. That dude's a beast. We will look. We're going to be able to rebound guys on basketball and play defense. They have much invested. Donkey, I know, dude, but yeah, but you know what? They're not investing in players. Now, there's your problem. They're investing in the stadium, and then if we let Stoops go, how much are we going to pay for a coach? Are we going to buy a big name coach? Or are we going to get a little? Where are we going to get a coach at? How much are we going to have to pay him? Yeah, they're investing that they're not investing in players. So I don't get it. I don't understand what happened. You know, it's like they're trying to fool us into thinking that, oh yeah, look, everybody thinks it's going to be fine in football. No, it's not, because when everybody else is spending 75% of NIL money on football and you're spending 45%, that's a problem. So I don't understand what we're doing in football, to be honest with you. John, I don't know what we're doing, guys. Donkey Fish, I don't know what we're doing. But then maybe a low shot three's great. Yes, he did. Yeah, yeah. I hope he does that, Mania. I hope he keeps doing it. Now, look, man, that's not a game. Like this scrimmage blue white game. When we start playing, I think he'll do better than he did at Pitt, and that's all we need for him to do. But you guys watch Diabate and see how bad he shoots threes. That guy. I mean, I think it's funny. Mark Pope says Diabate has to take 4 threes. Man, he's got a god awful shot. Man, he's a great player under the basket, but yeah. But no, I think you're right, man. I think we'll be fine with low. Yeah, I mean, look, we need to go to the Final Four and win one. John, only evidence we aren't spending money is the KS article. Well, no, the evidence is that Mitch Barnhart will not release the numbers, and Field of 68 already leaked out the information. It's not hard to figure out what we're spending. Okay, when we have all 5 stars and there's 14 positions, you can add it up. Okay, you can add up you can take the $25 million and figure out how much we're spending on basketball and football. You can guess. That's why Mitch Barnhart's not going to release the numbers. So no, man. I mean, look, that's why we're not buying 4-star and 5-star football players. We're only getting 3 stars. So I mean, no offense, we got a guy, a guy from Kent State, Gustis from Washington State, Humphrey Grace is from South Dakota. We got a guy from Kent State. We just didn't, we're trying to get bargain players, and I don't know if we can do that. OC change, dude. It ain't gonna get Donkey Fish. It ain't the offensive coordinator's fault that he ain't got any receivers. They won't pay for receivers. Think it's easy to hide money. Well, you can hide it, but there's no salary cap. Okay, so right now you don't have to tell the truth. You can lie. There's not a salary cap. We can spend wherever we want basketball. We can spend whatever. That's why whenever the SEC wanted to make it rules that you had to spend so much on football and so little on basketball, Mr. Barnhart said, no. We're not doing that. Well, there's your clue right there. He said it at the meeting, and we're not voting for that, and they didn't vote for that. So, yeah, right now it's whoever's got the most money can get the best players. And, yeah, the problem is we're getting all 5-star basketball players. So we're spending $1 million a player on basketball players. I think that's something that's bad. We have 27-4. Okay, well, that's pretty good. John K. I'm used to watching Tennessee. Tennessee in basketball, they're not going to be great. Kentucky has 27 4-stars on their roster now. Okay, well, how many do you have on next year's roster? Don't go look at it because it's not good. Colin Chandler will be huge. I agree by you. He looks good. And so does Trent Noah. Don't forget about him. And Hamden sucks. Look, man, Hamden doesn't have any wide receivers. It's not his fault. Don K. Fish, how many points did Auburn score on Georgia last night? 10. How many we score? 14. So, well, then does Auburn's offensive coordinator suck? Right? I mean, if you're going to dog somebody out, show me the numbers and give me the players that they have. Auburn has all these great players and great wide receivers. They only scored 10 points. We scored 14. So, I could do it. I could go down. Ole Miss, LSU only scored, 17 on Ole Miss. We scored 23. Yeah, I could keep going, man. It's just we've got a bigger problem than offensive coordinator. We need a home run quarterback. Well, we got one, John. I like Cutter Boley if he stays. I think he's going to have a good game. Wait, let's see if this is a Cutter Boley. He's going to have a good game coming up. This might be it. He's getting more and more comfortable. You see him. He's not locked on the receiver. He hit what? 11 different receivers, or not 11, 9 different receivers in the last game. So, 25 completions. So, we need for him to keep throwing to everybody. And play that kid, that young kid, wide receiver, now I can't think of his name, that had such a good game. Play that kid. And stop playing Harley Gilmore. Boley needs to get a little faster. Yes, he does. You know what, John? I think he is getting faster. Wildcat Mania, no matter what you say, playing comes down to the coach. Yeah, well, it does in a way, Wildcat Mania, but when you don't give that guy money, it's like if you went to Mark Pope and you go, hey, listen, we're not buying you all these 5-star basketball players. You can have 4 or 5, but that's it. Because that's what they've done to Tennessee and Alabama and Auburn. They told their basketball coaches, Nate Oates is trying to leave, and they told Rick Barnes of Tennessee, we're not giving you but 4 or 5 players. If they did that to Mark Pope, then that's not Mark Pope's fault, is it? I mean, look, you get what you pay for in sports now. If you pay for a good team, you're going to get one. If you don't pay for one, you're not going to get one. So, you can set the coach up to fail, and Joe's sometimes it's their fault. Look, man, the fault is on the athletic director and what they chose to do. Look, that's just the way it is, man. We got 19 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, if you want to speak up, we'll talk about anything you want to talk about. If you're from another school, Louisville fan, Tennessee fan, Georgia fans, we talk to everybody in here. Anything you want to talk about. Wildcat Mania, true. If you need a coach, comes down to that. Yeah, football's a little different than basketball, though, Wildcat Mania. A lot tougher. A lot more moving parts, a lot more players. 85 scholarships, guys. If you don't have backups and you don't fill those 85 scholarships, you're not going to be good. That's why Georgia's so good and Tennessee's good. It's because they go for all 85 scholarships. We're trying to go for half of that, and it's going to be hard. He's responsible for the program. The coach? Well, sure he is. But like I said, if I don't buy you players, you're not going to win. So I don't care who you bring in here. Like I said, Nick Saban could come in here. You don't give him the players, he's not going to win. John Calipari was an awful coach at calling plays, but he had really good players. So he won a lot of games. He's in Hall of Fame. You think that guy could drop a play to win a game? No. That's why Arkansas lost in the tournament, because they had to drop a play at the end, and they sat there and drilled and threw it up at the end. Yeah, so talent wins games, guys. I mean, if you don't have the talent, you could be the best coach in the world. You ain't going to win. Or you could be a really bad coach or an average coach. But if I give you great players, you're going to look good. It's kind of both. Vandy is Vandy. Vandy's going to be, as soon as Palmia leaves, they're going to suck. They're going to go back to being Vandy unless they choose football over basketball. And I don't know if they will or not. Now, Arkansas is talking about choosing basketball. So we'll see what they do. So far, we are the only school that has basically said, hey, we're going to spend money on basketball. Well, we did it by our actions are showing you that we're going to spend money on basketball. Like I said, it's not hard to figure out that we're choosing basketball over football. You just got to look at the players and go, wait a minute. There's no other SEC. Like Florida, they told that coach, hey, man, listen, dude, I know you won a national championship, but after this year, we're going all in on Todd Golden. We're going all in on football. So he's been told that. So he's got to try and win this year. And then, hell, he might leave. I don't know. Read what I said, who is responsible. What am I reading? He is responsible. Who is responsible? Line losing Stoops. Oh, well, yeah, he makes top-tier money. Yeah. Well, yeah. You can blame him. Do you think, Don K. Fish, that we're going to bring a coach in here and spend the same amount of money we're spending right now and win? I'm just curious. What coach is going to come in here when you're spending 30% less, supposedly, but really, because I can show you by the numbers, when Tyler Thompson will tell you, so when you're spending 30% less than every other SEC school, What coach is going to come in here and win with 30% less money, 30% less players, good players? I don't know who you would get. Dunk. Wildcat Mania, what's your thoughts on Penn coach? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. The guy had one bad year. I don't know, Mania. He had one bad year. I mean, they're talking. Texas is talking about. Are you going to fire a coach every time he has one bad year? Do they do that in the NFL? Kansas City, I'm watching them right now. They're having a horrible year. Do they fire Andy Reid? No, they don't fire Andy Reid for one or two bad years. But they do in college. So I don't know why they fired him. I mean, he's a good coach. He'll go somewhere and coach. 56 million is his payout. Well, if he's going to get his money, then they've already, if he, they're going to have to pay him his money. See, Mark Stoops, you have to pay him within, 6 weeks. You got like, what is it? No, 60 to 90 days or whatever. Yeah, they have to pay him within a certain amount of time. So our situation is a little different. I would make a deal. You're going to give me my money, So yeah, we'll have to have the money to buy him out. So yeah, we'll have to wait till the end of the year and then pay that money. And then once you give him all that money, who can you afford to come in here right now? I don't know who we can't afford. We can't afford another $10 million coach a year. I don't know who we bring in here. To be honest with you, they changed it now. It's 60 days. Oh, it's not 60 days. I thought it was 60 days. They can't change his contract. It's in there because they showed the contract on KSR, and it said, see, when they did that, when he came here in 2013, they put that in his contract. He wasn't making much money. Well, they never took it out. That's what Matt Jones brought up on KSR, is they never took it out of his contract. And they go, oh my God, now he makes so much money. Well, you didn't take that out of the contract. So somebody messed up, didn't they? Hire Zach Taylor from the Bengals. Well, look, man, I guess the NFL coach would come in here. The Bengals aren't doing so good, although they almost won today. Wow, there's a lot of people in here. Somebody else speak up. Anybody else from another school? Anybody from Louisville? Anybody from Tennessee? We'll take anybody. Georgia, Louisville, anybody, a Big Ten school. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We're going to do the blue-white scrimmage Friday night right here. We'll have a watch party. Now, I'll have it on my tablet. I can't show it to you, but we'll talk about it. Then we'll do the Texas game. Same thing. We'll be talking about it as it's happening. So we'll do the Texas game Saturday night. We are a 12.5-point underdog to Texas, which is not bad. I didn't look at our point totals. We need to beat 3 SEC schools. I agree. We need to beat any SEC schools. That would be nice. Let's see our game. Louisville's a 12.5-point underdog to Miami. Who else? Vanderbilt plays LSU. Good luck beating LSU. And here's our game. Indiana plays Michigan State. Okay. Ohio State plays Wisconsin. Georgia plays Ole Miss. Hey, guys, who's going to win Georgia Ole Miss? It's at Georgia. Uh-oh. That'll be a good game. Here we are. Kentucky. What kind of stats are they giving us here? They're not giving any stats. 43.5 points. So I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. John, hard to say we'll lose any. We beat 3 SEC schools. Kind of hope I am. Well, they're beatable. Auburn, if you stop their quarterback, you stop them. You stop Arnold, their quarterback, Jackson Arnold, DJ Lagway, you stop him. Vanderbilt, you stop Pavia. All these teams, other than Texas, I think other than Texas, we got all, and Louisville, we have all running quarterbacks. So, yeah, we just got to tackle and stop the quarterback. So, yes, we shall see. Tennessee doesn't have a running quarterback. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know if Texas and Tennessee will be hard. But after that, there's some winnable games. Maybe Hugh Freeze. We'll see. I wish we had another Andre Woodson. Well, Boley might be another Andre Woodson. He's playing well. So, we'll see how he does. Well, I've been on for an hour and a half. Okay, I did not know it was this late. Okay, I'll stay on a few more minutes, guys. Yes, we'll see. I like Boley. I really do. Steven Wilson, or Wilson, yeah. Steven Johnson. But yeah, guys, I don't know. Like I said, I wish we would do better in football. I wish we would spend as much money, a little bit more money on football and a little less money on basketball. But that's not going to happen. Uh, so, hey, let's win a title in basketball, man. Before I get off here, what happens if Mark Pope doesn't go to the Final Four, or win a championship in the next couple of years? What's going to happen to Mark Pope, guys? You think they'll turn on him? The answer is yes. Well, I say that. They're going to give him a long leash because he's a Kentucky player. But yeah, he needs to win. And I like him. I cannot believe we've been going an hour and a half. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. College sports is about money, guys. Money. Money talks. Money talks. All right. Well, let's see. This is Sunday, so I'll come on midweek. Let's see what I work Monday, Wednesday. I might do it. Well, we're going to do Friday. I may come on Tuesday night if you guys want to talk on Tuesday night. I'll come on Tuesday night, and then we'll have the scrimmage game on Friday and the football game on Saturday. So maybe some stuff will happen. Mitch as AD. Well, Mitch is going to do what he's going to do. So, like I said, I don't know. We shall see what happens. Look, man, I wish it was better situation in football, but it doesn't. It looks bleak right now. Maybe something will change. I don't know, but I don't see it signing all these 5 stars in basketball. Fish, I don't see it, brother. I mean, you can't afford it. I hope so. I hope it changes because it's got to change quick. Because damn, if we start losing, we've only got 15 high school players left on the list, and only a couple of them are 4 stars. We already lost that 1 4-star, so I don't want to lose anymore. But it's a bad look. All I'm going to say before I get off here, Fishes, it's a bad look, man. When you start saying basketball is a priority, it sucks, but it's a bad look, and people are going to recruit against you. Thank God it's basketball season. Bayou, you are correct, brother. It's going to be great in basketball. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're not going to lose many games. If we shoot the ball well, damn, it's going to be really hard to beat us. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Well, look, we'll be back on. I love football. Thank you, Fish. Well, I do too, brother, but we're in the minority right now. I want both. In this day and age, brother, it's going to be hard for both to succeed unless you got a lot of money. You better have Texas oil money. You better have a lot. Great show, brother. Oh, thank you, Bayou. Come back, man. Look, we just get on here and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. This is the fan channel. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Vandy, do it. Vandy's not any good in basketball. That's how they do it. How does Tennessee do it? Tennessee's not going to be any good in basketball anymore. I just told you, dude, they're ranked 20th. You think they're going to win anybody? No, they told Rick Barnes, man, sorry, dude. That's why they're preseason 20th. And Alabama's preseason 20th because they're not going to spend money on football. So there you go. And Auburn's not going to be good in basketball, dude. They're not even ranked. They hired Bruce Pearl's son. So, yeah, I mean, it ain't happening, man. Florida told Todd Golden, this is your last ride, brother. We're spending money on football. They're going to fire Billy Napier and spend money on football. Down to Florida and Kentucky. Yes, it will. And we're better in Florida. I can tell you that right now. Now, actually, there's a couple teams. We'll see. Houston's pretty damn good. I doubt that. Florida and Kentucky. Yeah, I'm not worried about Florida. Hell, we took one of their best players. How you think we took one of their best players? You think he came over here because he wanted to leave a national championship team? He came over here because we paid him more money. How you think we took one of Alabama's best players? We paid him more money. That's how you get good players. You pay them the money. And I get it. Bayou. That's why we're going to be good in basketball. All right, guys, look, let's talk Tuesday night. I'll set it up Tuesday. Come on back in. Fish, look, man, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I hope I'm wrong about that. Oh, Derek, the disciple, money talks. Thank you, Derek. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's how we went around and got the best basketball. That's how we're signing all these 5-star basketball players because we got money. They're not coming here. I mean, some people might come. People don't play. Before I get off here, Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin said the best thing. Kids don't come to your school to play for your school anymore. They come to school to play for money. They were asking him about 1-year players. He gave a great answer. They don't come to Ole Miss to play for Ole Miss and worry about Ole Miss rivalries. They're just worried about getting paid. So yeah, they'll come to any school that gives them the money. And unfortunately, there's no loyalty. It's not for the uniform; it's for the wallet. So remember that. If Kentucky didn't pay the kids that money in basketball, they wouldn't come here. They'd go to North Carolina. They'd go to Duke. I mean, sad to say, man. Thank you, Fish. All right, man. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. Well, let me go pull another 24-hour shift, and I'll see you guys Tuesday, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Drive safe. Have a great start to the work week. Tomorrow's Monday. Hey, try and be nice to people. There's some people that are not worth being nice to. Just be nice. You know what I'm saying? Have a good night. Hey, listen, man, be nice to people. Don't try not to get mad. It's hard to do. I struggle with it every day. All right, guys, you be safe. I'll see you Tuesday night. Go Cats.